A change in the process led a Northwest Side homeowner to reach out to WGN Investigates. He says he's getting nowhere with his official request to address a city-owned tree that's in pretty bad shape. This story may resonate with a lot of homeowners. Take a look. Long before cleanup crews began to pick up the pieces after last month's storms,
a branch fell off of this tree.
Northsider Maurie Richie was already battling his own damaged tree.
And with each big storm, pieces of the branch fall either in the street or on the sidewalk or on the grass.
He filed a city service request, emailed, called. He hasn't let up. And it hasn't just been days or weeks or months, but years.
We just had the 2-year anniversary of the outstanding tree trimming request, which is unfortunate.
So what's your next step? What do you do?
Well, I'm hoping and praying that this story that you and your team are doing will shed some much needed light on the broken process of the tree trimming request.
Here's the thing, what Mr. Richie calls a broken process, the city and at least one alderman call a fix.
It's improved from what it was before. It doesn't mean it's ideal.
40th Ward Alderman Andre Vasquez walked us through the changes he helped implement. Before, the city accepted individual tree trimming requests. That no longer happens. Now the Bureau of Forestry works on a grid system. The city says trees are trimmed in an area first before crews move to the next.
The grid is probably 5 blocks by 5 blocks.
If there's an emergency, they go off the grid to fix that issue and then return to their grid system. But that's only for what they consider emergencies.
Every tree in the city of Chicago every 5 years is going to get trimmed and be able to be brought down where it needs to.
Every 5 years. That means Mr. Richie isn't even halfway there. He's not sure the dying branches will hold up that long, which is why he's worried about the city's changed approach. So for this neighbor, is the answer to him keep waiting?
I'd say he can hit me up. I'm happy to figure out and help.
But can that realistically be done for everyone? Damaged branches and trees can be an issue. It's the reason Laura Herrick reached out to the city after a branch on a Hyde Park tree fell on her son's 2021 Ford Ranger.
It was a beautiful day. There was no storms, there was no high winds, but a tree branch snapped and fell on his vehicle and another vehicle.
She's now filed a claim with the city of Chicago. And WGN Investigates found that at least another 125 payout claims have been submitted in the last year over fallen branches on homes, vehicles, even someone's head.
If it did that much damage to the vehicles, could you imagine if that tree fell on you or a child or your dog you might be walking?
As storms and severe weather intensify, it is likely downed trees will become an even bigger issue. Last month, when Chicago had severe weather, records show nearly 9,000 tree emergencies were called into the city's 311 system. The majority of them have now been cleared by city crews. And here's a look at tree emergencies over time. The number steadily growing this year compared to 2023.
It's a conversation to keep revisiting to see, do we continue growing out the team? How do they get better at doing the grid and more efficient?
Alderman Vasquez says part of the increase, though, has to do with residents not being clear on how the system has changed.
Tree emergencies are only when the branch is big and you can see it fractured.
In a statement to WGN Investigates, the city highlighted the more than 22,000 trees crews trimmed in a 3-month span, saying the new system is, quote, improving the overall efficiency of service delivery and allowing for the proper maintenance of city trees. None of that, though, is enough to ease this Northsider's concerns. He wants to get his tree handled before it becomes an emergency.
It's gotten worse.
A few weeks after he called WGN Investigates, an orange sign finally went up saying the tree would be trimmed. That didn't happen, though. Now, a month after our visit, a second sign has been posted saying the same thing, which keeps Mr. Richie in a bit of a waiting game.
I don't know who to believe anymore at this point. At the end of the day, this is a safety issue.
And here's an update on Mr. Richie's tree tonight. I texted with him. He says he is still waiting for it to be trimmed. Just today, also another neighbor down the street told us he's also been waiting several years on his request. Meanwhile, the city is looking to develop a portal that would give residents a better indication of the Bureau's work in that area. While all that gets ironed out, though, if you have a city-owned tree that needs to be addressed out of safety concerns, the best approach is still, I'm told, to pick up the phone, perhaps call your alderman and see if they can come out, take a look at it, and then put in a specific or a special request with the Bureau.
But it's still kind of a head scratcher that on 2 occasions the city actually sent somebody out to put up a sign that said they'd be trimming it.
But he's
and never
still waiting.
did.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good
That's the
stuff.
process.